Oh, hey YouTube, it's me, Lumberjed. Haha, see what I did there? So, I'm on the way to work. Stayed up kind of late last night watching the Sony Asia press conference. And as you may know, they announced the PlayStation Vita revision, the 2000, similar naming to what they did with the ye old PSP, which is, it's lighter, a lot of different colors, even though it's really, the front's always white or black, the back can be different colors, like pink, blue, gold, black, white. And it has a LCD screen instead of an OLED screen, which a lot of people are going, oh no! But in reality, OLED is too new of a technology to really be like a decent quality screen. It has a lot of trouble displaying colors properly. So moving to LCD is, one, cheaper for Sony, and two, probably going to look better in the long run, as long as the touch and everything works the same. The other big announcement was also PlayStation Vita themed, which was the PlayStation Vita TV, which is a little box that looks very similar to what you would expect like Apple TV or something like that to look, and it allows you to play anything that a PlayStation Vita can play on your TV. Like, it outputs via HDMI, and you use a DualShock 3, so you can play, Vita games, PSP games, and PlayStation 1 games that are downloadable. Which is that got, and it was around $100 in yen. It's coming out this year in Japan, but they didn't say if it's coming out in America. A lot of the services and things that they have on the box is definitely Japan-based, so, like, their streaming services and whatnot, but that doesn't mean it won't come out here. But this is my issue. And, I was really excited because, $100 Vita TV, but my issue is this is really starting to kind of make it obvious what Sony is really going to support and what they're not. Because if you think about it, the Vita's big thing was touchscreen and a touchback. Well, if you move to only using a DualShock 3, that's going to limit the kind of games you can play on that device. Which I don't have a Vita, so I don't know how many games, use touchscreen and the touchback. But I feel like that's kind of a big deal. That, they're cutting out all those games on that. And they're also making it so their market is segregated, kind of, Like, say if I'm a developer and I'm going to make a game, wouldn't I want to make it so I can have it play on the most devices? So I wouldn't want to have touch, and I wouldn't want to have a back thing. It's sort of like how Kinect on Xbox 360, a lot of the big devs didn't pick it up because, well, I don't want to make a game that, only a fourth of the population of gamers can play. I want to make one that everyone can play that has a 360. So now they've kind of done this where, they have like a lower model basically. So I feel like devs may end up just not using those features of the Vita. Which, like I said, I don't know if they really take advantage of them now. And the other thing is, since they've said that most PS4 games are all PS4 games, they said the same thing in the same conference, like not this conference, but I think it was Gamescom. They said that can be played via remote play, so you can play them on your Vita. Well, this thing, the PlayStation TV, plays PlayStation 4 remote play. So if I'm in my living room and I want to play Xbox One and my boyfriend's in the bedroom and he wants to play PS4, he can do that with a PlayStation TV or Vita TV. He can, remote in and play with a DualShock 3. So again, we have a DualShock 3 instead of, the new DualShock 4 with touch features. And I just feel like without having all the tech built into this, they're going to limit what devs will want to do. Because I do think this will be a hot seller. Because I instantly was like, I want this. I want it. I don't want, pay an extra $100 for a portable. I don't really play portables so much. because I don't have time. Like I don't really feel like playing them at home for the most part. I usually like to be going someplace, and I don't go many places. So I'm concerned with this decision. But you could look at it on the flip side, like the 2DS for Nintendo. A lot of people don't like 3D, and maybe they don't know if they will like it or if they'll like the system, so they buy the cheaper version, and they're like, yeah, this is pretty good, and then say like a killer app comes out that, you know, oh man, I just gotta have the touchscreen, or I just gotta have 3D, then people are gonna upgrade. So this is kind of like my first Vita, in a sense. So they could do that. That could be their angle, but I'm more concerned with it negatively affecting innovation and devs in the industry. So you know, that's sort of like, just as another example, like, you know, when iPhones come out, there's not really any apps that come out with a new phone where they go, you have to have this new phone. No, they want to make the apps so, you know, as many models that are out can use it. So most apps aren't going to be like, oh, you've got to have the newest iPhone to work. Because, you know, you want to have the biggest group of people you're marketing to. So Sony could have limited themselves and made devs end up limiting themselves. And that's what I'm concerned about. Also, another thing which I have to research some, they showed two people playing against each other on a PlayStation Vita TV, like playing I think it was a PS1 fighter, like Tekken or something. And I don't know that Vita can do that. I mean, can you sync up a DualShock 3 to a Vita and everyone just crowd around the screen, or is this a special feature of the Vita TV? I guess we'll find out soon. So, yeah, pretty exciting conference though. Ran like an hour longer than they said it was. But I don't know if that was them or somebody else. Anyways, I'm at work, so see you next time.